So let me explain the complexity ceiling for you and why it's important for you to understand what it is and overcome it in your business. I'm going to share my screen with you just here now and help you to understand how complexity ceiling can actually start to reduce the value of your business. So here's the formula. You may have never seen it before, but it explains what this complexity ceiling is. The formula is n squared minus n divided by 2. And effectively, what's happening here is we're understanding how our business is growing. N is the number of people in the business. So n squared minus n divided by 2. What this does is it helps you to understand the amount of relationships in the business, which can tend to slow down the growth of a business. Let me show you. So if there were two people in the business, the formula would be n squared, which is 2 squared, 4, minus 2, which is the number of people, divided by 2. In other words, there's two people in the business, there's just one relationship in that business. When your business grows by one more person, the formula would work like this: three people, which is n squared, which is 9, minus 3, the number of people in the business. That gives us a number of 6, divided by 2, which is we'll have three relationships in the business. Bear with me. If we have five people, same formula: 5 squared, which is 25, minus 5 people, that's 20, divided by 2, equals 10 relationships in the business. Now, when we move up to 9 people in the business, which isn't a huge business, I know that's the very minimum that you get in your business. The formula works like this: it's 81. So it's 9 by 9, which is 81, minus 9, which is 72, divided by 2. We now have 36 relationships in the business. Can you see the jump that's happening in the business? How simple the business is with 2 or 3 people in it. When we go from 3 to 9, which doesn't seem like a huge leap in number of people. Yes, it's triple the number of people in the business, but we've gone from 3 relationships in this business to 36 relationships. That's a 12x in the number of relationships in the business. Imagine now the communication chain just stretching out a little bit further. Do the calculation with your business. You'd be staggered actually if you've got a large business over 20 or 30 employees as to how many relationships there are in the business, how difficult actually it starts to get to make sure what you want communicated through to your team. So your team are aligned with you and doing things the way in which you want them to do. We call this the complexity ceiling. And it's usually when businesses hit the complexity ceiling that the business starts to stagnate, so to speak, maybe stops growing as quickly as it was at the very beginning. So, have you hit a complexity ceiling in your business and what's the impact? Well, here's some questions for you to think about. Are your team really reaching their full potential? Do you believe that your team is showing what they can do the very best as they can be? If not, you've probably hit the complexity ceiling. Have you hit a growth plateau? You grew fairly quickly and you got to a particular point where the business has stopped growing or it's just been inching up rather than growing further. How's that impacting your profit growth? Is your profit growing? Are your people as productive as they could be, as efficient as they could be? Are you allocating your resources as well as you could be? That's your role as the owner of the business. Of course, the profit a slowing in profit growth reduces the growth in our business valuation. Is that happening with you? Could you get more with less? Do you know in your heart of hearts that you could get more from the people, or you can get more with less people if the people are working more efficiently? Are you growing your people? Have you set time aside to invest in those people to help them to grow in their skills and their knowledge? Are you growing yourself as an individual, as your role changes in the business from manager to leader in the business? And your senior leadership team, are they growing as individuals or are they being promoted and allowed to hit their own complexity ceiling? Can you see the impact this complexity ceiling has on your business? It's a bit of a silent killer. So what's the solution? Well, we all know that we're only in the work that we do now because we learned. Let's take it right back to kindergarten, back to school, effectively, isn't it? We had to learn before we earned, whether that's at school, at high school, at university, or ever specialist knowledge that we took on. The same is true in business. We need to learn as we go from stage to stage in the business how to really get the full potential from ourselves, how we can get our team working at their full potential. So that's what I do. That's what I specializing in helping business owners to unlock the full potential in their business, to break through that complexity ceiling and to start to grow their business in a systemized and structured way so they get the results that they want. Look, I'd like to take the time to thank you for watching this brief video because this is an unsolicited introduction from me. It's just the way I've had my team have a look through some data in the area to find businesses like yours who we think are at the right stage to start to really grow their business and grow the valuation of their business. Perhaps you're at a stage of your business where you think, yeah, let's have a look at the value of our business. There's a few things we can do to carry on the conversation. You can download the free guide to developing your team, which is in the email here. You can attend one of our free webinars, just register some interest on the email that was sent there. We have a 3-minute business appraisal survey which you can take, which will really open your eyes in terms of where you are in the business right now, what your strengths and weaknesses are, may give you a bit of a starter. or you can, if you want to, book a 7 to 10 minute call with me. And I might even have my team reach out to you in the next week or two. But listen, thank you for watching this video. I hope we can help you to start to push past the complexity ceiling in your business and perhaps have a conversation around about how we can work with you if it's something that you think will help you to get to where you want to from where you are now faster. I look forward to a conversation about bridging that gap with you. Great to speak to you. Hopefully, meet you in person at some point soon. Take care.